cult classic film Dumb and Dumber is without question one of the funniest movies from the 1990s. This is personally another favorite film from Jim Carrey that I enjoyed, and it's just a delight to watch. Man, what an iconic movie this one is. So the story of this film is that Lloyd Christmas and Harry Dunn, they are two best friends. They're dumb, but they go on a cross-country road trip to Aspen, Colorado to return a briefcase full of money because they thought it was left at the airport by accident, but it was left there as a ransom. And from there, you have one of the most hilarious movies you ever see from the 90s. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this movie despite the fact it nearly came out 30 years ago. And not only does this have some great one-liners in this film, but there are many scenes in this movie that are just outright hysterical.
You're it. You're it. You're it. Quincy's. Any Quincy's. You're it. Quincy's. No any Quincy's. No startsies. You can't do that. Can do. Cannot. Stamped it. Can't do double stamped it. No erases. Cannot. Triple stamped it. No erases. Text blue. Make it true. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp, Lloyd. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. Lloyd. You guys. Enough. Hey. Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys!
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
I tell you, this film is funny from beginning to end. And not just that though, but two henchmen come after Harry and Lloyd thinking that those two are professionals. But they're only lucky in this film by their stupidity, and it's all just a big coincidence. I've enjoyed this film so much over the years. I love the music, the story of two best friends traveling over 2,000 miles to meet Mary Swanson. It is just a interesting journey because these two friends are looking for the possibility of love. Even though Mary is married to another man, it's just a story where you really want to root for these two guys despite them not being really smart. Still though, while this movie isn't perfect and it has some issues, it's still a fun and entertaining ride. One thing that I wish that was a little bit different about this film was the subplot of Mary's husband, Bobby, that kidnapping. And the whole mastermind of it was Nicholas Andre, played by the late Charles Rocket. I get it, this ain't a dramatic movie, it's a comedy film, but a little bit more work on that would have been appreciated in my opinion. I mean, we really don't get any subtext to that subplot there. The real focus really is Harry and Lloyd. Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey did a amazing job in this movie. Their chemistry was on point, and I enjoyed every scene it was in. It was comedic gold. I mean, these two characters, they're idiots, especially near the end of the film when they turn down those girls in bikinis to go on that tour to hold them up. I was like, what freaking idiots, because that was a missed opportunity. They talk about when they gonna get their break. Nonetheless, though, this movie has always been great in my opinion. Yeah, it's not a perfect film like I mentioned before, but this film really does a lot to keep you entertained. And not just that though, what I thought about Lauren Holly, I think she did a good job for the material that she was given. And what I found interesting about this movie, Gary Oldman and Nicolas Cage were originally going to play the roles of Lloyd and Harry. Thank goodness they don't go to those two actors because nothing against those two, but they're dramatic actors and they've really been known for comedy. Like, originally, New Line Cinema didn't even want to cast Jeff Daniels because he was only doing dramatic roles at the time. Still, though, at the end of the day, this is such a cult classic film that I would recommend to anybody who's never seen this movie. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. This movie, it does a lot of good things well, such as the jokes. It's not overdone, it's not forced. It feels genuine and innocent. So because these two characters are not the brightest, so they're gonna make all these stupid mistakes. And it turned out to be such a hilarious film that you could watch this movie and never get tired of it. One thing I will say, the Farrelly brothers, they had worked on this. This was the first movie they ever did. And I'm actually a fan of some of their movies. Nonetheless, this is certainly one of the best comedy films to come out during the mid-90s. And that's my review of the movie Dumb and Dumber. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this film. Now, my review of the sequel, Dumb and Dumber 2, will be happening one day. It'll be a while before I get to that film. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.